Commander Alex Turner stands bathed in the blazing sunlight of the Alaric homeworld, his voice firm and unyielding. We walk in the light, while they hide in the shadows. Let's show them what humanity can do. Commander Alex Turner squinted against the intense glare of the Alaric sun as he stepped out of the shuttle. The temperature was sweltering, but he remained unfazed. His team followed closely behind, their equipment gleaming under the harsh light. They were on a mission to establish a human outpost on the Alaric homeworld, a planet where the native species, the Alaric, had evolved to live in shaded domes due to the extreme UV radiation. Sergeant Jenna Hayes, his loyal second-in-command, moved up beside him. "Impressive, isn't it?" she said, looking around at the vast, sunlit landscape. "Almost like the deserts back home, but hotter." "Indeed," Turner replied, scanning the horizon. "Let's get to work. We need to show them what we're capable of." As they approached the main Alaric dome, they were greeted by a delegation led by Ilara, a high-ranking official. Her demeanor was composed but cautious. She eyed the humans with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. "Commander Turner," Ilara began, her voice formal, "welcome to Alaric. We hope this collaboration will be mutually beneficial." Turner extended his hand, a gesture he knew might seem odd to the Alaric, but was important for establishing trust. Ilara hesitated briefly before accepting it. "Thank you, Ilara. We're here to learn and to help. Let's see what we can achieve together." They were led inside the dome, where the environment changed drastically. It was cooler, the light dimmed by advanced filters. The Alaric moved about gracefully, their skin pale and almost translucent, adapted to the lack of direct sunlight. "We've prepared quarters for your team and a facility for your research," Ilara explained. "But I must express our concerns. The sun here is deadly. We cannot comprehend how you withstand it." Turner smiled. "We've had our share of challenges on Earth. Adapting to harsh conditions is part of who we are. Let us show you." Outside, under the blazing sun once more, Turner's team began setting up their advanced equipment. The Alaric watched from the safety of their dome, clearly intrigued. Turner took the opportunity to address both his team and their observers. "Humans have always faced the unknown with courage and ingenuity," he said, his voice carrying over the open ground. "Today, we stand under a sun that would destroy others, but not us. We will use this strength to build a future together." As if on cue, the humans activated their shielding technology, creating a protective dome around their equipment. It shimmered faintly, a testament to their technological prowess. The Alaric murmured among themselves, clearly impressed. That evening, as the sun set and the temperature dropped, Turner and his team were invited to dine with the Alaric leaders. The grand hall within the dome was lit with a soft, ambient glow, a stark contrast to the harsh light outside. Ilara approached Turner as they entered. "Your resilience is remarkable, Commander. But I must ask, what do you seek here on Alaric?" Turner met her gaze steadily. "We seek knowledge and collaboration. The unique solar phenomena here could lead to breakthroughs in energy production and environmental technology. But more than that, we seek to build alliances. Our survival depends on cooperation." Ilara nodded thoughtfully. "Your words are wise. Yet, there are those among us who fear change, who see your presence as a threat." "I understand," Turner replied. "Fear of the unknown is natural. But together, we can turn that fear into strength." Their conversation was interrupted by a young Alaric, K-Rel, who approached with wide eyes. "Commander Turner, is it true that humans can walk in the sunlight without harm?" Turner smiled at the youth's enthusiasm. "Yes, K-Rel, it's true. With the right preparation and technology, we can withstand even the harshest sun." Krell's eyes shone with excitement. "I want to learn more about your technology. Maybe one day, we can walk in the sunlight too." Ilara placed a gentle hand on K-Rel's shoulder. "Patience, young one. There is much to learn before we can dream of such things." As the evening progressed, Turner and his team shared stories of Earth, their struggles, and their triumphs. The Alaric listened intently, their initial wariness slowly giving way to curiosity and respect. Before retiring for the night, Turner proposed a joint military exercise. To build trust, we must work together. Let us demonstrate our capabilities in a controlled environment. Alara hesitated, then nodded. Very well, Commander. Tomorrow, we will see how our forces can collaborate. As night fell and the humans returned to their quarters, Turner gathered his team. Tomorrow is crucial, he said, his tone serious. We need to show them that we're here as allies, not conquerors. Be prepared for anything. The team nodded, their resolve clear. They knew the importance of their mission and the potential it held for both their species. Late that night, K-Rel, unable to contain his curiosity, sneaked out of the dome and approached the human outpost. He watched in awe as the humans moved with confidence under the moonlit sky, their technology blending seamlessly with the environment. Suddenly, a voice behind him made him jump. "Curiosity is a good thing, K-Rel," said Sergeant Hayes, her tone kind but firm. "But it's also dangerous if not guided properly." Krell turned, looking sheepish. "I just wanted to see for myself." Hayes smiled. "And you will. Tomorrow, you'll see how we handle challenges. But for now, you should return before you're missed." The early morning sun bathed the Alaric landscape in a golden hue, its intensity fierce even at dawn. Commander Alex Turner stood outside the human outpost, reviewing the day's plans. His team prepared for the joint military exercise with the Alaric, a critical step in building trust between their species. Krell, an Alaric youth filled with curiosity and rebellion, had spent the night sneaking through the outpost perimeter. He was fascinated by the human's ability to withstand the intense sunlight that his kind feared. As he tried to get closer, a firm hand grabbed his shoulder. "Gotcha," Sergeant Jenna Hayes said, her grip strong but not unkind. "What are you doing out here, kid?" Krell's eyes widened in surprise. "I wanted to see how you do it, how you stand in the sun without burning." Jenna studied him for a moment before letting him go. "Stick with me today, and you'll find out. But no more sneaking around, got it?" Krell nodded eagerly, grateful for the opportunity. The joint military exercise was set to test both species' abilities to work together under extreme conditions. Human and Alaric forces gathered, their differences stark under the harsh sunlight. The Alaric wore protective gear, while the humans stood bare-skinned, seemingly impervious to the heat. "Today's exercise is a test of our cooperation," Turner announced, his voice carrying authority. "We'll be navigating through challenging terrain, overcoming obstacles, and most importantly, learning to trust each other." Elara, the high-ranking Alaric official, watched from a distance, her skepticism evident. She had agreed to this exercise reluctantly, still wary of the humans' true intentions. The first challenge involved crossing a vast desert plain, dotted with treacherous quicksand and inhabited by predatory creatures. Turner's team led the way, their confidence evident. The journey across the desert was grueling. The heat was oppressive, and the Alaric soldiers struggled despite their protective gear. Turner noticed their discomfort and adjusted the pace, ensuring no one was left behind. "Keep hydrated," Turner advised, handing a water bottle to an exhausted Alaric soldier. "We've got a long way to go." As they navigated the desert, a sudden sandstorm erupted. Visibility dropped to near zero, and panic set in among the Alaric forces. Turner quickly took charge, using his experience to guide both teams through the storm. "Follow my voice," he shouted over the howling wind. "Stay close and keep moving." Jenna and K-Rel worked together to help disoriented soldiers. K-Rel's initial awe turned into genuine respect as he witnessed the humans' resilience and leadership. By the time the storm passed, the teams had reached the edge of the desert, exhausted but united in their efforts. Turner's actions had begun to break down the barriers of mistrust. The next phase of the exercise involved navigating through a rocky canyon. The terrain was difficult, with narrow paths and steep cliffs. As they moved deeper into the canyon, an unexpected solar flare erupted, sending a wave of intense radiation towards the planet. Panic spread quickly among the Alaric soldiers. Their protective gear was insufficient against the sudden increase in solar intensity. Turner realized the danger and acted swiftly. Form a shield around the Alaric. He ordered his team. Our bodies can take the heat, theirs can't. The humans formed a protective barrier, using their own bodies to shield the Alaric soldiers from the worst of the flare. Turner and Jenna worked tirelessly to guide the group to a nearby cave, providing temporary shelter. Inside the cave, Ilara approached Turner, her expression a mix of gratitude and confusion. "Why would you risk yourselves to save us?" Turner met her gaze steadily. "Because that's what allies do. We protect each other, no matter the cost." The solar flare subsided, and the group emerged from the cave, having narrowly avoided disaster. Ilara's skepticism began to wane, replaced by a growing respect for the humans. Turner's leadership and the humans' selflessness had proven their goodwill. "We owe you our lives," Ilara admitted, her tone sincere. "I see now that your intentions are genuine." Turner nodded, appreciating her words. "We're stronger together." Today's exercise showed what we can achieve when we trust each other. As the day ended, the teams returned to their respective outposts. The joint exercise had not only tested their physical endurance, but had also built a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Krell, inspired by the day's events, approached Turner and Jenna. "I want to learn more about your people. I see now that we have much to gain from each other." Jenna smiled, clapping him on the back. "You're welcome to join us anytime, Rel. There's a lot we can teach each other." Ilara, observing the budding friendship between her people and the humans, felt a sense of hope. She approached Turner once more, extending a hand. "Let's continue to work together, Commander. Today was just the beginning." Turner shook her hand firmly. "Agreed. Together, we can overcome any challenge." As they prepared for the next phase of their mission, a sudden transmission crackled over their comms. "Commander Turner, we've detected an anomaly in the northern sector. It's unlike anything we've seen before." "We saved your homes," Turner said, looking directly at Ilara. "Now we need to save this alliance." Ilara's eyes narrowed as she scrutinized the human commander. She appreciated the humans' efforts during the solar flare, but lingering doubts about their true intentions gnawed at her. "Your actions were commendable, Commander Turner, but actions alone cannot erase centuries of mistrust." Turner held her gaze, his expression resolute. "Then let's address those doubts head-on. We need to talk." The joint effort to protect the Alaric domes had built a fragile trust between the humans and the Alaric. Turner's decisive leadership during the crisis earned him respect from many, including Rel, who had become a vocal advocate for human-Alaric cooperation. As the sun set, Turner and his team gathered in the central outpost, the events of the day still weighing heavily on their minds. Sergeant Jenna Hayes approached Turner with a thoughtful expression. "Sir, do you think Ilara will ever truly trust us?" Turner sighed, his gaze distant. "We have to prove ourselves, not just through words, but consistent actions. Trust is earned, not given." Ilara decided to confront her concerns directly. She arranged a private meeting with Turner in the Human Outpost's command center, a room filled with holographic maps and advanced communication devices. "Thank you for meeting with me," Turner began, gesturing for Ilara to sit. "I know there are still reservations." Ilara nodded, her demeanor cautious. "Your people's resilience is impressive, but history has shown that trust can be easily broken. I fear for my people's safety and autonomy." Turner leaned forward, his tone earnest. "I understand your fears. Earth's history is full of conflicts over trust and betrayal. But we've learned from our past. We're here to build a genuine partnership, not to dominate. Ilara studied him, her skepticism slowly giving way to a glimmer of hope. Your words carry weight, Commander, but actions speak louder. Prove to us that your intentions are pure. Meanwhile, K-Rel, inspired by the humans' bravery and determination, began pushing for more integration and cooperation between the two species. He approached his elders, advocating for joint projects and open communication. Our future lies in unity, K-Rel argued passionately. The humans have shown us their strength and willingness to help. We must embrace this opportunity. Not all Alaric were convinced. A faction within the society, led by the influential Elder Vrax, opposed the growing human influence. We cannot allow outsiders to dictate our ways, Vrax warned. Their presence threatens our traditions and independence. Tensions simmered as the community became divided. K-Rel's determination grew, but so did the resistance from those wary of change. The brewing conflict came to a head during a critical joint operation. Turner and Ilara had planned a demonstration of new energy technologies that could harness the planet's intense sunlight, benefiting both species. As the teams worked together to set up the equipment, a series of malfunctions disrupted the process. It quickly became clear that these were no ordinary technical issues. Someone was deliberately sabotaging the operation. Turner's eyes narrowed as he scanned the scene. "We have a saboteur," he muttered to Jenna. "Keep your eyes open." Ilara, equally alarmed, rallied her people. "We cannot let fear and mistrust derail our progress. Find the culprit and ensure the safety of our teams." The saboteur, a member of Vrax's faction, was eventually caught in the act. Turner and K-Rel confronted him, exposing his motives to undermine the human-Alaric alliance. Vrax, seeing the fallout of his faction's actions, realized the damage they had nearly caused. "This isn't what we stand for," he admitted, a hint of regret in his voice. "We must find a way to coexist." Ilara, now faced with a divided community, saw the need for decisive action. She addressed her people, her voice firm yet compassionate. "The humans have shown us their resolve and integrity. It's time we meet them with the same spirit. Our future depends on unity, not division." Her speech resonated deeply, swaying many who had been on the fence. Turner, watching from the sidelines, felt a surge of hope. The alliance was fragile, but it was beginning to solidify. As the joint teams resumed their work, the atmosphere was one of cautious optimism. Ilara approached Turner, extending her hand. "Thank you for your patience and your dedication. Let's make this alliance a beacon of what our species can achieve together." Turner clasped her hand firmly. "Together, we can accomplish great things. This is just the beginning." As the teams celebrated their progress, an urgent message came through the outpost communication system. An unidentified spacecraft had entered the planet's orbit, emitting a distress signal. Turner and Ilara exchanged a glance, their newfound alliance about to face its first external challenge. "Prepare the teams," Turner ordered, his voice steady. "We have a new mission." "This is our moment," Commander Alex Turner addressed his team, his voice unwavering. "We prove ourselves now, or everything we've built falls apart." The gravity of his words hung in the air as the team prepared for the high-stakes mission. The mission was to secure a critical energy source that had been exposed by the recent solar flare. This resource was vital, not just for the Alaric domes, but for ensuring the stability of their alliance. Turner looked around at his team. Sergeant Jenna Hayes tightened her gear, her eyes focused and determined. K-Rel, the young Alaric who had become an unexpected ally, stood ready, a mix of resolve and excitement in his gaze. Ilara, though cautious, had put her trust in Turner's plan. As they ventured out, the harsh environment greeted them. The area they needed to reach was a perilous zone where solar radiation peaked. The intense heat and radiation were unforgiving, but the humans' resilience to sunlight made them the perfect candidates for this mission. "Stay sharp, everyone," Turner instructed through their comms. Our priority is to secure the energy source and ensure everyone's safety. The landscape was a jagged expanse of rocks and solar-cracked ground. The energy source, a shimmering crystalline structure, was nestled deep within a hazardous ravine. Getting to it would not be easy, but the team was prepared for the challenge. As they approached the ravine, the ground trembled. Turner's instincts kicked in. Watch out! This area is unstable. Move carefully. They navigated the treacherous terrain, every step calculated to avoid triggering a landslide. Rel, using his knowledge of the planet's geology, guided them through safer paths, earning Turner's nod of approval. Suddenly, a deep rumble echoed through the ravine. Turner glanced up, spotting cracks forming in the cliffside above them. "Move now," he commanded. The team sprinted forward as rocks began to tumble. Turner stayed at the rear, ensuring everyone got through safely. Jenna reached the crystalline structure first and began setting up the equipment to extract it. "We need to hurry," Jenna said, her hands working swiftly but precisely. This place could come down at any moment. Ilara, watching the humans work with such efficiency and courage, felt her doubts beginning to dissipate. Turner's leadership and the team's dedication were undeniable. As the extraction process continued, a loud crack reverberated through the ravine, louder than before. A massive rock slide began, threatening to bury them all. Turner reacted instantly. "Jenna, Rel, get that crystal out now." Everyone else defensive positions. The team formed a protective barrier around the extraction point, using their bodies and shields to deflect the smaller debris. Turner's voice was calm but authoritative, guiding each movement with precision. Krell, now fully understanding the gravity of their task, worked alongside Jenna, their combined efforts accelerating the process. The crystalline structure finally loosened from its rocky bed, and they secured it in a containment unit. "Got it," Jenna exclaimed. "Let's move." Turner led the retreat, ensuring the team stayed together. The path back was even more dangerous, with the ground shifting underfoot. They moved quickly but carefully, avoiding further collapses. Just as they reached the edge of the ravine, a massive boulder dislodged and barreled toward them. Turner pushed Rel out of its path, taking the brunt of the impact on his shield. The force knocked him off balance, but he remained standing, his determination unwavering. "We're almost there," Turner shouted, rallying the team. They pushed forward, adrenaline fueling their steps until they finally emerged from the ravine, the crystalline structure secured. Back at the safety of the domes, the team was greeted with cheers. The successful mission was a testament to their courage and teamwork. Ilara approached Turner, her expression a mix of gratitude and newfound respect. "You saved us all," she said, her voice sincere. "I doubted your intentions, but now I see your true character." "Thank you," Turner nodded, acknowledging her words. "We did this together. Trust and cooperation made it possible." The signing ceremony for the formal alliance was held the next day, a symbol of the trust and cooperation that had been forged. Turner and Ilara stood side by side, their hands clasped in solidarity as they signed the document, securing the future of their peoples. In the aftermath, the Alaric domes thrived, powered by the newly secured energy source. The humans were celebrated as heroes, their invulnerability to sunlight, now a symbol of hope and resilience. Rel, inspired by the collaboration, became a key figure in promoting further integration and understanding between the species. "We've come a long way," Turner said, his voice filled with hope. "And this is just the beginning."